This is Brandon Rabar, your host for today, and this is a dispatch from Daily Thunder. Every story, every game, every day. Welcome to the Daily Thunder podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Rabar, beat writer for dailythunder.com. I am joined, as always, by Ryan Woods, contributor for dailythunder.com. How you doing, Ryan?
I'm great. How are you?
I am good. So, much better game against the winless Wizards than it was against the winless Grizzlies. The Thunder just pounded the Wizards into submission. I mean, this was just without Bradley Beal, even without Schroeder and Adams and Noel, the Thunder are just a much, much better team, and it showed today. What were your overall thoughts on the game?
All of my thoughts come with the caveat of the Wizards just aren't good enough to play with playoff teams, especially with teams that are playing with an urgency to improve their spot. So they're just not a very good team at full strength, and they're certainly not a competitive team without Beal and Bertans and a couple others. But my first thought was it was really smart to get Adams another day.
Yeah.
I loved that they did that. Like that they got Nerlens a day, and with a game tomorrow, like I was talking to someone earlier, I think if Phoenix would have been today, that Adams probably plays. It doesn't sound like it's too serious. It obviously he was sore through warmups, but I think he would have given it a go had it been Phoenix today. But this Wizards team just doesn't provide enough resistance in any way to force Adams to play today. So love that they got him an extra day of rest. And then just everybody's activity and energy was awesome. They really took it to him. Obviously, they still have to play a decent game, and they did more than that. Like they just jumped on him from the start, which was great. Shots were falling. I loved what we saw from Muscala today as he was back from what did he miss 2 games with the concussion. So yeah, it was good to see him back, and the team took care of business today.
The Wizards just aren't very good, but it was nice to see the Thunder play better. Like, regardless of the opponent, you could just tell that they were better. They were hitting shots, obviously, but the ball movement, the energy, the focus, the defense, all those things were improved from the Grizzlies game. Bazley was outstanding. His career high going into this game was 17. He had 23 today, and he was 5 of 8 from 3. If Bazley's hitting three-pointers, I mean, it's such a huge, huge difference for that bench. We talked about it before. The bench lacks scoring, especially with Schroeder out, lacks shooting. So Bazley hitting those shots is a big thing for this team. Like you said, Muscala, I love seeing that. He just provides a different element than Adams and Noel does by providing space for the guys. And it was great to see Shea pop back. He had 18, 7, and 6 today. His percentage was nice. Still didn't hit any threes. He only took 2, and one of them was just a desperate heave at the end of a shot clock. But he didn't settle this game. You know, he just kind of settled last game. This game, he took it to the rim a lot, and he finished at the rim. I mean, when he goes to the rim, he's a great player, and that's what he decided to do today. Dort got 10 rebounds, looked like Russell Westbrook out there as a guard, getting double-digit rebounds. Gallo, 20 points on only 8 shots. He's hyper-efficient. Chris Paul didn't really do much all game, and then towards the end, he decided, why not? I'll just go ahead and score, and scored like 8 points real quick. He ended up with a really nice stat line. The Thunder hit 18 threes. They just were dominant. There wasn't much resistance there, though.
I was really pleased with Bazley's stuff today, and I think Donovan mentioned it. Just the shots that he was taking are just so much more high percentage. Even the threes, they were coming off of kickouts and ball movement, and he was just wide open for a lot of these threes, which is really good to see. He did have a step back 3, contested 3 in the second half that was really nice. But when he's catching in rhythm and moving towards the basket, he's a much different player. And he was a great decision maker today with the ball, without the ball, on defense. He was really good. Dort's activity, when he's off the ball and guys get in the lane, he just has an awareness that other quote unquote 3-and-D players for the Thunder have not had. Like, I don't know that certainly young Robertson did not move this freely, this confidently without the ball and it gives ball handlers more assurance that when I get in the lane, I have at least one option other than just shoot it. I have one option because Dort's moving, and he has such a feel for when it's time to go, when it's time to keep his defender out of the lane. It's fun to watch. His shot is improving. I keep thinking like a guy like Marcus Smart or like Portland's Wesley Matthews, like that kind of player is his ceiling. But the more I watch, there isn't one for him right now. I think he really could become a very good offensive player. And he's, what is he, 20, 19 or 20? He's just a fantastic player. And every game I watch him, I can't believe we have him on a minimum deal for 4 years. It's fantastic.
Thunder pulled a fast one there. I mean,
It's
that's a pretty
crazy.
big deal. And I like that you pulled a Cameron Payne on Lou Dort. You said he has no ceiling. I like that. Uh,
Like, I don't think he'll be an all-star, but like he's on his way to being a very productive starter for this team for many years if he stays healthy. And
the more that you see of Lou Dort, obviously it's exciting to see a rookie do this, especially an undrafted rookie, especially the contract they have him at. Like you said, it's more of like a feel, like the numbers look great and everything, but just watching him both offensively, defensively, he's mature for a rookie. He just has a feel for the game. He passes the eye test. He's
yeah,
just got it. If you believe in it, he's got it. He really looks like you can count on him as a piece moving forward. Pieces moving forward, obviously Shea, and then you feel like maybe Bazley is one of those pieces, and Dort looks like he's one of those pieces for sure. Guys like Diallo, Nader, Burton, I think that we agree, aren't necessarily those pieces moving forward. But I think the Thunder have three of those good young pieces they can count on to move forward.
yeah, and it'd be an interesting thing to pull out, but I think Dort's further along than Bazley right now, and he's further along in far less minutes than Bazley has this year. I'm just really impressed with him, and I think it was Zach Lowe a couple of days ago said just print the Dort hats or T-shirts. Like it's kind of a cult following that
Yeah.
Dort, he's kind of a smart NBA guy right now.
He is, and I think that Dort is absolutely further along than Bazley, not only in less minutes, but less practice time, too. He wasn't
Totally.
practicing with the team all year. I'm excited about Dort. Half of the Dort hype is memes and fans joking around, like hyping him up as a joke because of the cult of Dort. But then there's this other half that, no, very real sense, this is a good player, and he can become a really good player. If you look at his work ethic and his trajectory and his effort and hustle and his body and physical tools and all those things, we'll see what happens. But the potential is there and it's exciting. Now, we got the Suns tomorrow, and I am curious on the second night of a back-to-back, well, second day of a back-to-back, these early games. But I'm curious with the Thunder almost assuredly playing the Rockets first round no matter what. Yeah, the Thunder could lose out and the Jazz win out and they would fall to 6. But other than that, I mean, it looks like it's Thunder Rockets first round. Do you think that the Thunder might rest some guys? They might switch it up on us and not care? Or, they got 3 games left. They're 3-2. They've gone win, loss, win, loss, win. And the Suns are 5-0. You think they're going to come out and try to be the Suns' first loss? Or you think they might be like, you know what, we're going to rest Adams again. We're going to rest Noel again. And why not rest Chris Paul and Gallo? I mean, it could happen. We're just guessing here. There hasn't been anything said about it whatsoever.
I just can't remember a time, maybe you can, where Oklahoma City has quote unquote tanked. I can't, not even for a game. Okay, aside from the end of 2008, 2009. I don't think I can remember a game where they've just kind of punted the game away, even at the end of a season. So I would expect guys to play tomorrow. I certainly want to see Dort guard Booker. I think that would be a lot of fun, and I know Phoenix is just rolling right now, so it'd be fun to play spoiler against them as well. And I still think there's something to gain for competitive games. We're still only a week and a half into playing real games. I don't see any reason why they still they still can't have a lot to gain from a competitive game against Phoenix. And I think they could go out and it look a lot like it did today if everybody plays and they play really well.
I want to play spoiler. I want to be the Suns' first loss. I'm loving the Phoenix Suns social media. They're having a
They're
lot of
good, right?
fun.
It's so good.
I'm loving it, but I want to be the ones that spoil the fun and see the response that comes from that. I'm surprised that other teams are resting so many guys. You had 4 months off of basketball, almost 5 months off of basketball. I thought that everybody be using this as like fine tuning and getting ready for the playoffs, being a well-oiled machine. Nope, a lot of teams are just resting dudes, and it just seems weird to me that you wouldn't want that rhythm and momentum going into the playoffs. So I'm a little surprised. I hope the Thunder don't do it, but we'll see what happens. Any predictions on the Suns Thunder?
Assuming everybody plays, I'll take the Thunder by close to double digits. I think they're going to be up for it. Like you're saying with teams resting players, it's so nice to have a team in Oklahoma City that has such a clear identity. They know exactly what they want to do with who they want to do it with. It's very refreshing to see them juxtaposed to a team like Utah or Denver. Even the Clippers, even the Lakers, like just seem to be fishing for where they were before the shutdown. So, and especially getting guys healthy like Denver is, like Utah is, it's nice to have a team that seems ready to go, tomorrow for playoff games, but has such an identity, has such a locked in core. They know who they are, and they're playoff teams that we are 9 days away, 8 days away now.
Yeah.
And there are teams that are still searching for the best versions of themselves. So it's going to be very interesting to see what it looks like once playoffs start, because the Thunder are very secure in what they want to do, and teams are still searching for it. Somebody said they saw Schroeder maybe coming back tomorrow.
Yeah,
So
there's rumors going around on Twitter that Schroeder was in the virtual crowd, and supposedly
yeah,
he told some people in the virtual crowd that he was going to be, because they can text each other or whatever, like they had
okay,
like some sort of Zoom call or something, and he
okay,
said that he's going to be back tomorrow. And if that's the case, then he can probably play on Friday against the Clippers, which would be ideal. It's the last game. And I like to see the whole Thunder team play that game to get, one good last game in before
yeah.
the playoffs start.
And just for our listeners, 4 days, right?
Yep.
When he comes back to the bubble, he's got a minimum of 4 days for quarantine.
Right. So if he comes back on Monday, that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, he can quarantine, and then he can play on Friday. So it would time out perfectly.
Right. That's gonna be great to have Schroeder back.
Absolutely. This team is a different machine with Schroeder on the floor in that 3-point guard lineup and that closing lineup. So we'll see what happens with the Suns, and can't wait to see these playoffs start in a week. Thank you so much for listening to the Daily Thunder podcast. Ryan, as always, thank you for joining us.
Cheers, brother.